Hey everybody, and welcome back to Kimball's Corner.
It worked!
I am Kimball.
Yay! Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Gross. Maybe it worked. I did it.
I'm pretty sure it worked.
What did you do? Well, we're gonna color in a Johanna Basford coloring book. I caved. I bought it. A lot of people recommended it. A lot of people have it. I feel intimidated by this book, but whatever. We're going to be using some just Prismacolors. We're going to be taking our time. We're definitely not finishing a full piece tonight, just so you know.
We did go all over town and to other cities nearby to find it.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Waterstones.
Yeah. I was gonna.
Well, your hair is looking particularly luscious today.
Ew, gross. Thank you.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was going to say. So anyway, I saved a picture in the back.
Catherine says, "Hey y'all,
Hey you.
hey y'all." She's like Paula Dean. Okay,
We're going to color this one. It was my first choice, not Rocky's, but...
I didn't really care. I was just picking one because Kimball's like, "Which one should I choose?" And I chose the one he didn't want.
The wrong
He's like,
one.
"Oh, that's not the one I want."
Why
And I
did
was
you
like,
choose the wrong one? Oh my
like,
god, we're
oh my
supposed to
God.
be like the same.
Yeah, we're not.
Okay. Didn't pick any colors. Have no idea what I'm going to do. The only thing I can envision is the light is coming from the side and
Who needs more vision than that?
pink, peachy, yellow treetops. That's all I'm seeing.
Theme.
On brand. I thought black pink, am I right?
Did you also do the peach up there to match your shirt?
This?
No, up there.
This?
Yeah,
Totally.
good job.
I also got this book.
Small victories, Kimball.
Yeah, there's things in here that I want to do. They're cute. Definitely can do these in one sitting. So if this is more so something you guys want to do, or if you guys have this book and want to color along, we can do this one in the future.
Trisha says, "Hi, could you just get your golden off the corner there? It's making me nervous. Push it in. Push it. Not a cat."
Goes over there. With all the other gessos. And matte mediums. Thank you. So I guess we can just switch over to top down. Got nothing exciting to show. Oh, well.
I was like, what? Kimball's got new mugs from HomeSense.
I
Kimball,
walked there by myself.
And how many did you get?
3.
Show me with your fingers so it feels more dramatic.
3. But I was going to get like 5 or 6, but I really controlled myself.
Wow, good job.
Feet up. Okay. Sitting cross-legged. It's very comfortable.
Put this up above with its little curly cord. Here we go, Kimball. You ready?
Yes.
You feel
Wait.
it.
This goes this way, right?
Yes, queen.
Ugh.
All right.
Snug as a bug in a rug, which sounds just gross.
Is that where your book's going to be?
Approximately. I'm sure I'm going to shift it a bunch, so don't get too close. We want a little room to wiggle.
Okay. I mean, it's showing the whole page. Is that fine?
That's what we're going for.
Okay, great.
Maybe some colored pencils. Oh, and I need to grab... I can just use this. Well, that fell. This is,
All right, don't hit that with your face. Let me get logged in and check it out.
all of these demands. They do have... Does this one have... Oh, yeah, like a color palette test page. I don't think I'm going to use that because I don't want to keep switching back and forth. So I will do this. If anybody has any tips, feel free to share. I was reading the front. It said to put some paper in between so you don't, like, press down, like, indent the pages, but whatever. So yes, pinks for the treetops. We want to go like a dark vibrant to a subtle pale yellow.
Catherine says, "Cute cup."
Oh, thank you. I thought so too, and I felt I really deserved it.
Well, I had to watch a Dettol commercial to watch your live stream, Kimball. But now I know that I can be safe and keep my children from, viruses.
Well, thank God. The Almighty is saving us all. I'm just doing some color tests real quick. Oh, well. That
It's
might
really showing
actually...
up. Anda says, "Good evening."
Oh, well, good evening to you too, my darling. Let's see if we blend this into a vibrant pink. I could pull that off. This might be like the darker area of the pinks, and then we'll work our way lighter. Work our way on up.
You guys!
You need to calm right down, lady.
Something really exciting has happened,
Please.
which I'm going to tell you about at any moment.
Wow, the suspense is doing nothing to me.
So basically, we've been waiting for, we've been posting a lot on our other vlog channel and just waiting for like the big moment to happen. And 13 is the lucky number because when we posted our 13th video, YouTube started pushing it out, and the algorithm started doing its thing, and we basically had like 4 times the engagement and views. So we are so happy and excited about that. And so thank you to everyone who, watches that as well over there, and for, helping us get to where we are now. So we now have 3 videos, I think, over 1,000 views, which doesn't seem like a ton, I'm sure, because,
big to us.
Right. It's better than like 200.
Which, Oxford. Nobody likes Oxford.
Apparently. But we're meeting a bunch of people from the Netherlands who are commenting in the chats.
Oh my gosh, it's so informative. It's very exciting.
Yeah, I didn't realize that so many people watch videos on YouTube about their own home cities. I've never thought about doing that. But yeah, so there's a bunch of people watching from the different cities we go to and telling us about different cool things and how we pronounce things wrong.
Which we're grateful for.
Yeah.
Will we remember to do it correctly? Probably not. I don't think I'm going to use the darker yellow. It's not vibing with me. I'm trying to keep this light, bright, pretty, softer colors. So I'm just going to do lots of pinks and then a pale yellow. And then we'll go from there. Just picking out colors for the treetops as of right now. May grab a darker purpley pink. Just if I want to go dark shadows.
Trisha says, mine was Manuka honey, Rocky. What are we talking about?
Pronunciation, maybe? I'm not sure.
I don't remember.
We'll go dark here.
Honey on pancakes.
Oh, delish.
Yum.
I do like honey on pancakes.
She says, oh yes, you've got lots of likes. Yay.
Yay.
What was I going to say?
Something very important.
Oh, yeah. So I don't know if you got the other really exciting thing. Unexpected thing. I don't know if you guys remember this. This is from our Paris vlog, one of the first videos that we did. Found this at a good shop in a Passage.
Yeah.
And it's from Tibet, and this guy was selling it, and I was like, I have to have that. I don't care how much it is. Anyway, we were out in this city today called Berkhamsted.
Or, something like that.
And the first Sunday of every month, they do a whole street flea market, and in their civic hall as well. So next month, we're actually going to do a vlog there. But I found this and was like, clearly, I have to collect all 80. However many they make, I need to collect them all. And the keys are different than the other ones, so they are all unique to the locks that are on here. But I thought that was so adorable. Anyway.
They also, what was the other one they had? They had a camel.
They weren't the same green, though. They were like gold and who cares about that?
She said they had one other one, though, that was similar to those.
Oh, there's a fox, which I definitely want to get.
That would be cool.
I was like, give me your home address, I'm coming. So yeah,
but she basically flies to India every so often and gets a bunch of stuff and brings it back, ships it back. I have no idea. I wish I would have brought my other thing up because this pencil sharpener is fabulous, but it's like it doesn't hold the shavings in very well. That's fine. It's fine though. We're managing. All right, let's block in some shadows. So the light, we're pretending the sun is over here somewhere. Oh, well, that direction. And light's coming that way, so everything on this side will be darker and it'll get lighter. It'll all work out, I think.
The butler says, hello from the Highlands.
Hello. Oh, all the way from the Highlands, huh? Is it still freezing cold up there?
I would assume so, but who knows? The butler knows. Trisha says, oh my, have you got somewhere to hang all those locks? Yep, they're just sitting on my desk.
They're just sitting pretty.
They're not locking anything except for my heart.
Oh, isn't that just gross?
Get to it, Kimball.
I am. So the parts that I know are going to be very dark, I'm just coloring the solid darkest pink that I have. We're not even going to bother pretending like we're going to add shading to that. So this is the darkest here, and it's going to gradate that way. But all these little bumps and lovelies are going to have shading.
And it says, which book is it? I missed the start.
This one is the Worlds of Wonder.
Worlds of Wonder. Make sure to put it back where you had it framed.
That one. It was approximately here. Let me know. You let me know, baby. Just tell me.
I'll get you. And then we're just going to zoom that in a bit because it's a little far away.
So even though this part is under, I feel like the light would still hit it from the sun. Well, if it's coming from diagonal, I guess not so much. Darken it up. Just darken it up, sweetie. I think the reason I didn't ever buy these books is because they're intimidating, because For one, there's a lot of flat surfaces, which I don't love to do flat surfaces, so I'll have to figure out how to make it a little more interesting.
V. Butler says it is still cold in the Highlands.
I believe you.
But didn't say all that, just said yes! Which I can only assume means it's freezing.
Yeah. So I'm going to put in a shadow layer. With the darkest one, and then I will go over this again with the other pink. But this will add like a little dark creaminess, richness to it.
Shh.
I know, like, I am concentrating.
What happened to you this week? What's going on? Anything fun happening?
I went with you to your dentist appointment.
Oh, thrill a minute.
That was exciting. Where are your teeth going? We don't know.
Where are they going?
The wear and tear.
Oh,
wear and
enamel
tear.
erosion. I've been drinking smoothies for the past 8 months or 9 months or so, and there's blueberries in them, so I think they've been slowly chipping away at my enamel, so I have to now brush my teeth like 3 times a day and try to frantically, get the, the enamel to remineralize.
But you got to brush with a very
At least they're
soft...
very white, I guess, in that spot.
Yeah, are they though?
And then there's like a special toothpaste that will help remineralize them or whatever. But I read that once the enamel starts going away, you can't ever bring it back. So whatever.
That's what I read. So I am confused.
I think it's just to make money, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll have veneers eventually anyway. I'm sure.
Beautiful.
All the money my mom spent on braces
Had nothing to do with the whiteness of your teeth, but
yeah. Well, at least I'll be healthy inside.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Coloring View says, "Hey there, y'all! Thumbs up and shared."
Oh, thank you. Much appreciated.
But started off with a yes.
Yes! We love this.
She says, "Is that Joanna and the Inky book? I need to get that one."
It is not the inky one. It's the Worlds of Wonder one.
Worlds of Wonder.
She has a new one. I thought it was already out, but apparently not, because it was all like pre-order, and I was like, I don't have the time for that.
Is it called Worlds of Wonder? Worlds of Wonder.
That's what I'm in right now.
No, is the other one called Worlds of Wonder though?
Oh no, I don't think so.
Okay.
But I don't know because I couldn't buy it, so I lost interest immediately.
Exactly. Coloring View says, "I need to get that one."
So far, it's a good one. First page, I don't know. I did have lots of options, couldn't decide really what I wanted to color.
Well, there was one with a cat on it, and Kimball said he didn't want to do that one.
I didn't want to because I'm probably going to do it off camera, maybe. Because coloring a cat's face takes a lot of twisting and turning of this because I'm going to do all the fur and stuff. Like, I don't want to just color it soft.
Well, also, you're not really into coloring this type of coloring book anyway.
That's true, and it's not true. It's true. Okay, coloring is just fun in general. But the reason why I was so hesitant to get this book is because my brain is like, what color do I color this? It's not a face. So I just need to go with the colors that I love and tell my brain to shut up. Just be happy with pretty colors. Keep all this a bit darker down here.
Trisha says, "I like that you addressed the difficult issues in the latest vlog. When I was a child, we had to pay deposits on glass bottles, and the kids used to offer to take them back to the shops. Plastic killed that off."
We did read about they started doing that there in Amsterdam, and that's why a lot of the trash gets pulled out, because people will rip out the trash to try to find cans and glass. I think that's what we're talking about.
Yes, for context, if you guys don't know, we have a channel, and we just did an episode on, like, our second video was about Amsterdam, or our second video on Amsterdam was about, we talked about the trash issues they're having, because there literally was trash every 15 meters.
Literally,
guys. And so we did hear back from a lot of people who are natives to Amsterdam or the Netherlands, and they were saying a few things. One is that the birds go in and they pick apart all the plastic bags and pull stuff out.
Yeah.
Also, because they now take the deposits, there's a lot of like homeless people going through and getting the stuff out so they can
go get the money
but then they just leave trash everywhere.
Yeah.
And there's 20 million tourists every year, so the trifecta. So
yeah, they were saying
fix it.
They were saying it got a lot worse when they started offering money for the recycling.
We also heard some very interesting things about in the red light district. They used to have cameras, which they ended up taking away because they're like, oh, everything's peaceful, whatever. And then, like, of course, it started becoming not peaceful because people weren't being monitored.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very interesting. But we had a good time.
But I mean, yeah, I don't know, it's really cool to like learn just little tidbits about other countries and the cities that are there. I was enjoying it. Well, I am enjoying it still. People are still writing in, letting us know more and more stuff, like how we mispronounce some things that are seemingly easy and pronouncing other things correctly that are seemingly difficult.
Whatever, they still subscribe. That's all that matters. They're our friends.
Now they are. I are your friends now, Jerry.
We've had a few people be like, if you come back to this city, we'll show you around and like show you some of the cool things. And so that's fun.
Yeah, I'm totally down with hanging out with
Stranger
people.
danger.
I'm fine with that.
What's the worst that could happen?
I mean, if you're gonna keep
Murder!
if you're gonna keep me in Delft, it's fine.
Mm.
I'll manage somehow.
How's that going over there?
It's good. I was just like layering in shadows.
And how's it going over there, guys? How are you doing? Out there watching?
Watching the clock.
I feel like we need a term for everyone that watches. I don't want to call them viewers because that seems really impersonal.
I know.
Friends. I don't know.
I came up with this a long time ago, and I couldn't think of anything. And lovelies is all I ever say. Like because everyone's so lovely that comes in here.
How are all you lovelies out there? That doesn't sound right coming from me.
Yeah, you sound.
That's how our blog started off. By the way, the first episode.
You sound like a creeper.
We had this big thing, or I had this big thing where we were going to start every episode with saying something else. It was going to be like, "Hey lovelies, hey darlings, hey skanks." I don't even know what we were going to say. Like, eventually we'd run out, so we just never started doing it. But whatever.
That wasn't part of my plan.
Part of Kimball's plan was like, I'll just be here.
And it's working out wonderfully for me. Thank you.
And he's added on doing subtitles.
Yeah, that's not so bad though. It's not my favorite, but I can manage.
I was like, Kimball, you can like respond to people's comments because you have like more time than me. He's like, oh no, I'm not doing that. He's like, that's like talking on the phone. That's not happening.
Yeah, I'm like, I was like, sweetheart, I hate even texting you, so I don't know what you think is gonna happen. I don't carry on conversations so much. Like, I do love getting a comment every now and then, but like, I can go back and forth a few times, but then I'm like, we're done. We're done. I got things to do. Which reminds me, need to
Coloring View says old broad will be okay for me to be called.
The old broad, how's it going?
Hey, how are you old broads doing? I don't know if everyone's gonna be into that.
I mean, I'm down.
Or tramp, doesn't matter, she says. Hey tramps. Miss Lennox says, hi everyone. She probably came in, I was like, what's happening?
Hey tramp.
I love when people come into a conversation and we're talking about something really random. I actually do that at work a lot, and so we'll be talking. I'll just try to like have the most random topic starters for meetings that have nothing to do with the meeting we're on, and then like people will join and be like, what the hell are they talking about? Then they see I'm on the call and it all makes sense.
They're like, oh, it's just Rocky talk. Okay.
Hashtag profesh.
Oh, absolutely.
She says, I arrived to the Hey Skank.
We could be talking about you if you want us to be.
It's whatever you want, your dream.
Right.
Oh,
we
man.
are almost done with the first round. Oh, I think we are done with the first round of pinks. Okay. Don't think I missed anything behind the castle. There is one picture in here, and it weirds me out because it reminds me of like an MC Escher thing, how like the bottom of the tree is in the front, but then the top of the tree is behind buildings.
Did you know that a picture speaks 1,000 words, Kimball? You could just flip to the page and show us.
Why don't you just shut your dirty whore mouth?
And it could be instant gratification instead of us having to use our minds.
No, I'm busy. Wait, I don't think I actually wanted to use this color, did I?
It's because you keep distracting yourself.
Yeah, but I'm going to because it's out and it works for the shaded areas. So now we're going to just go back over everything with this next up darkest color.
Next up darkest.
You know, it's like this is the darkest.
Next up darkest.
This is the next up. But
the
it's still
lighter.
But it's still in the dark.
Yes, okay.
In the dark.
The darker of the light, darker.
And then we're going to drag. So I'm going to go over exactly where I was before with the first color. And then we're going to drag it out just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. So this will last until 11. Everyone get your coffee.
Well, that's why we are just focusing on the tree. Oh, yes. If you came in a little bit late, I said I am in no way going to be trying to finish. I'm not going to try and finish this page. Just, we're working on the treetops today.
I just imagine all the people watching is like, and just goes down.
Well,
It only dropped 2 when you said that, so that's fine.
I'm sorry. Oh, I had so many people unsubscribe last week. It was very...
Oh my god.
I was like, oh, so sorry.
How many? By many, do you mean like 3?
Yeah, it was like 3 or 4.
Oh my. And how many subscribed?
I don't know. A
Like
lot
20?
more than that. Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
But like, actually, it was like 50. But
You had 50 people subscribed?
I don't know.
What's happening? You're blowing up.
Well, I think a lot of people liked the shorts, and so I didn't do one this week. And
Gotcha. Shorts is a whole different ball game, isn't it?
I mean, it's fun. It's just there's nothing to what I do for shorts, so I didn't think people were like loving them that much. But maybe they really are. So I could
Do you guys use shorts?
like add one. I don't know. I was just planning on doing one every other week or something. But
I'm talking to the old broads and skanks out there. Okay, do you guys do the shorts?
who wears shorts?
Yes. Coloring View says yes, and she was doing
Yes.
shouty caps.
Well, then that's a definite yes.
V. Butler says, Teehee, I'm a mental health practitioner, and I tell my patients to watch you and Jane D.
Aw.
If they start coming back to me saying they want to be called skanks from now on, I'll be myself. Well, whatever.
Oh, that'd be brilliant.
You can get thousands of clicks and views from shorts. Yes, I love them.
Yeah.
I
do.
only look at your shorts.
Oh.
That's what Trisha says.
Well, thank you.
It's a good thing we're short ones. Yes.
Don't want a tip slip.
They are, like, definitely handy. I wish I had more time to edit shorts, but I have to focus on the videos for the vlog right now.
This is where everyone comes in and is like, why doesn't Kimball do it? You want to know why? Because I can't edit anything like Rocky does.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
I was talking about shorts for the vlog.
Oh, well, yeah, that would be pretty complicated. I think you'd get into the project and be like, what's happening?
I'm like that when I watch you do it. I'm like, you have like 600 cuts and it's only a minute long. What's going on? And you have like all these added sound effects. I'll be downstairs and I can hear Rocky recording like sound
voiceover
effects
stuff.
and voiceovers. I'm like, what the hell is that possibly going to be for?
Whatever, it all works out.
Right. Then I see the clip and I'm like, oh, yes, it makes sense.
You felt the same way when I record music, though. You're like, how's that going to work?
Well, like when you were recording the part where I like had my magical hair growth in the last vlog, and it was like all operatic singing in the background. That's Rocky, if you didn't know. And I heard him singing all the different parts. I was like, what the hell? So I came upstairs and yeah, I was like, oh, well, that makes sense. It's a very dramatic hair toss.
Oh my gosh, I was dying.
I was too.
I just can't let any moments go by where something's not happening. I'm just like, bored!
Yeah.
The funny thing is, I don't get bored watching other people's vlogs, but like when I'm watching us, I'm just like, it's so in my personality, gatehouse, whatever, wheelhouse, whatever you want to say, to have that, and I don't get to do that in my work.
Right.
So it's like...
Well, and it like harkens back to when your youth.
Harkens
back.
Harkens, Kimball?
To your youth. When you
Harkens.
used to do it all the time.
Let's look
at the difference.
Let's look up the definition of harkens, shall we? Harkens definition. And how do you spell that? Is it H-E-A-R-K?
No, it's Harkens.
Okay. Definition. I don't think it's how you spell it.
I don't care.
Harken. Okay, harken, H-E-A-R-K-E-N.
I hearken that.
It says it's a verb, third person present, harkens. He refused to hearkens to Tom's words of wisdom. To give respectful attention. How did you use it?
It gives special attention back to when you were your youth.
Okay. Brings to mind something in the past. High
Thank
five,
you.
bro. Not with the pencil. Ow, you stabbed me.
Remember when I like wanted to be an English teacher?
Remember when I fell asleep in English class and then I woke up in the next period and no one had woken me up and the kid who was supposed to be sitting in my chair was just standing next to it with his backpack and they were like 15 minutes in?
I think that's very thoughtful.
Can you imagine the teacher just stand there until he wakes up? Like, what would you do?
Stand there until you wake up.
And I woke up and like all my friends were gone. I was like, what's happening?
All my friends were gone.
And I just slowly got up and he's like, was that a good nap? And I was like, it was good. And I just walked away.
I remember in my English class, good story, by the way. I was sitting next to my friend Heather Craig, and she was like resting her head and her chin in her hand, and she fell asleep and had one of those falling dreams, and she totally like did those like splayed across her thing,
Oh my god.
and like almost nailed her face on the desk, and looked up. And she kind of like smiled. She's like, "Oh, it's falling." I was like, "You almost fell for reals."
Sadie says, afternoon, evening, folks. That's a very lovely coloring.
Oh, hello. Oh, thank you.
Sadie's a lady for coloring books.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay.
Wow.
What else do you want to talk about?
I don't know. What did we do? Anything exciting? Haven't been to London in a while. We're looking to buy a house. Maybe we're thinking about it big time.
Trisha says, referring to me falling asleep in English class, she says, I'm afraid you would have had a bit of a prod from me, Rocky.
A little.
Not unless it's from Kimball.
Oh my god.
What were you saying about buying a house? What?
We're seriously even more so considering buying a house.
Well, it's because we went to this really cute town that's like really far from my work, but it was so charming and just reminded us of everything we love. But then the houses were like way too expensive. So.
Well, there's some that we can afford, but they're just not the cute ones.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of annoying because, like, I don't want a mansion. Like, the place we have now is fantastic. Like, it's a really great size for us.
Is it too much to ask to get like a 2-bedroom, 600 square foot home, whatever, just like a tiny home?
Okay, I'm going to need a storage
Freestanding.
unit if it's 600 square
Whatever.
feet.
You can put it in the garage.
You need, like, 900 square feet is, like, a really good size.
Okay, that's fine.
Like, that's more than, I mean, 800 is good. But just a little, I just need somewhere to put all the storage crap, like the boxes and the bins and stuff that...
I just want a house on a hill with white heart shutters.
Okay, and a picket fence, apparently. I mean, I wouldn't say no to that.
I'm sure it's like 1.2 mil. I just don't understand how anyone's going to afford to buy a house in the next 5 years. Like,
Well,
especially younger kids. unless they
Depends
have
on the
inheritance.
city you're looking in.
I guess so.
Because we can definitely afford properties that are not here.
Rockford, Illinois.
Well, okay, that.
Rockford.
was so
Up
cute,
north, the
though.
houses are a lot more affordable, but there's like nowhere to work up there. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to drive like 4 hours to work.
I mean, where's the commitment?
I do work with someone who drives 3.5 hours to work, and then I also work with someone who flies in from Scotland. So I guess
Yeah,
I could just
little
suck it up.
Weenie.
But they also have to stay at an Airbnb when they come here, and I'm just like, I'm not committed to do that.
Just sleep in the office.
I'm not spending that much time away from Kimball.
Yeah, that's
We live
true.
15 minutes away, and I'm like, oh, I have to go to work.
You mean you work 15 minutes away?
Yeah, whatever.
Well, we live right next to each other. We're inseparable.
Sadie says, LOL, watch that episode of Keeping Up Appearances. Which one? There's so many good ones.
Who
Patricia Routledge.
knows? We obviously said something
Is
that's...
Patricia still around?
I hope so.
I feel like now that Betty White's gone, it's like Patricia's the next. Like, the next, like, one to keep an eye on. Okay, everyone just... I want, like, ispatriciastillaalive.com. We were in an elevator at a hospital once, and there's this website that was like, isbettywhitestillaalive.com.
Oh my god.
It had, like, updated wrongly. And so we all thought she had passed away, and my friend Mary was like, what?
Why were we all just suddenly so sad? And then we found out it was wrong. We're like, oh, okay, cool. Life can go on. Like, it's okay. Going to the next color. A warmer pink. Oh my god, sip the coffee in my cute little mug.
Oh, she's Dame Catherine Patricia Routledge.
Ah, delicious.
She has lived in Chichester since 2000.
All right, so the darkest areas, I'm going to press the hardest. And we're just, it's just going to be done, okay? And we're going to work our way out from there.
Patricia is 94 now.
Everyone here lives so much longer.
This article says she has never been married and has no children in all bold letters.
Well, how very dramatic.
She worships at Chester Cathedral and has helped raise $10,000 for something.
Who was the one that just passed away? Iris Apfel, is that her name? Oh goodness, I don't remember.
Oh goodness.
But she was, fantastic. She was like, I think she was 103. She passed away on the 1st. She had very good style. She's a fashion forward kind of lady.
What is Patricia Routledge doing now?
So, do you guys like this more chill coloring, or do you like it when I'm panicking and freaking out?
Amber's Corner says, OMG, hi Rocky, or hi Kimball, hi Rocky.
Hi.
Oh, Sadie says where they rent the extremely tiny cottage in a castle. We need to watch that one.
Yeah, we need to, because we watched them I think we watched like 3 seasons, and they kind of started feeling repetitive, so we stopped. And now I can't find them.
Okay. Trisha has a great idea. She says we could get a camper van. Have we thought of that?
To live in?
Yes, to live in, Kimball. Camper van. You and me.
We could definitely afford one.
I think we could do it. I think Kimball and I get along well enough that we could make it happen.
For sure, but I don't know where all my stuff's gonna go.
Yeah. How much? Like maybe 8 camper vans?
Well, if we did a camper van and had a storage unit.
Are you gonna like plug in the poop pipe every time, or like how's that gonna work?
You're the
technical one.
You do that stuff. That's a no for me. I don't want to deal with the poop pipes.
Coloring View says I like the freaking out, but I'm good with the chill mode.
Okay, well.
And then Amber says panic. It's funny.
I was like trying to have such like a calm thing, but I'm like, okay, maybe I can, we'll figure.
He was panicking early because when he started to do the live, it didn't work out, and he had to hand me the phone.
My YouTube was not working. That's why there's no title or thumbnail or anything.
Glitcherama, am I right?
Like I hit the next button and nothing happens. So it's really starting.
That's what happens whenever I go into the next retail store. Nothing happens.
Oh my god, you're hilarious. It looks so funny. Like. Anyway.
You done? Catherine says Kimball needs a camper train. What the hell's a camper train? Trisha, what's a camper train?
A train of campers.
I have to Google it now.
I need to have
camper train. What's that?
That way I can have my art room. Rocky can have his office.
Well, it can't be any of these things.
Like it reminds me of like this might be stereotypical. I don't even know if this is a real thing, but like the gypsies when they're portrayed in movies and they all have like those, like the different train cars that like travel around.
Oh, like the caravans?
Yeah.
What else happened? Is anything else happening?
I mean, they look like train cars to me, but I know they're not actually train cars. Did we go anywhere fun? Did we do anything exciting? Was this just like a very boring week?
Well, it's because I worked all week. I had shoots.
See, this is your fault. I ran on the treadmill and did loads of laundry and...
Our lives now consist of...
organized bedding.
I go to work.
Gross.
Kimball does his day. I come home. We eat dinner together, and then I edit the vlog.
And then it's like...
That's literally every evening.
And
weekend.
And then we sit in bed and we read, and Rocky does stretches. How's that working out for you, the stretching?
I think it's fine. It's helping. I've been doing it for like 6 months, I think, now.
And you can just now touch your toes.
No, it's fine.
I'm kidding.
But it's funny because, like when I start stretching every day, it feels like I can only sit at a 90-degree angle, and I have to like really get into it for it to warm up. By now I thought I could just bend over and like slap my nose on my knee, but no.
I was stretching for a while, and then it started messing with my back, and I was like, well, we're done with that. We are...
Oh, Catherine says, don't bother Rocky. He just needs more storage than a camper.
That's true.
Amber says, I'm sending you a picture of my eye, Rocky.
Don't do it!
Wait, why? I don't get it.
Because in the other episode, you talked about how to do the eye photo thing in the vlog.
Oh, right.
And then you're like, don't send me your eye picture. I'm not going to do it.
I know. It's like, I can't keep like mentioning things to people in the videos because they keep saying things to me. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? That was so 3 months ago when I was editing. Trisha says, you should do Pilates, Rocky. Does that involve others?
Rocky
did.
Like
other people?
Oh, well, he did the hot yoga. Gross.
Oh, Bikram yoga? Oh my god, please don't. Don't, you guys. Just don't. I almost vomited. I was like, get me out of here. I was like 30 minutes in, about to pass out, and I thought I was going to die. I was like, it's 107 degrees in here. Sure, I'm more flexy, but I'm not going to make it out.
Okay, that's probably like 42 degrees Celsius?
It's way too hot. That's all I know. I felt like my brain was baking.
Yeah, that's gross.
It cannot be good for my brain. It just can't.
I'm like, I don't even like summer weather, so... You know, if there were no bugs in summer, I probably would like it so much more.
Pilates, she says, no, just stretching. I always associate Pilates with like these weird machines, and you have to go in and do a class, and not machines, but they're like different apparatuses, apparati. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Apparati.
And then Amber says, memory check.
What?
I will say these videos will be fun to look back on when we're old and we can't move and we're like, stuck somewhere.
Oh my god, by that time it'll be like, will we even be able to watch them? It'll be like,
Our
you know,
cataracts are kicking in.
like nowadays VHS isn't even a
I
thing.
feel like that's just around the corner for us, Kimmy.
Anybody else remember the Blu-ray discs? Or not Blu-ray, but what were the big ones?
Oh, laser
discs.
Laser. They were like, you know what, vinyl does well.
Yeah.
We're gonna do laser discs.
Now vinyl's coming back. Well, I mean, vinyl's kind of always been there, but it definitely comes and goes.
I feel like Kim and I are just like trying never to take our mobility for granted because it's just like we know that someday it's gonna be limited, so we're just trying to do as much as we can now.
Yeah. Thank God I do actually enjoy walking on the treadmill. Definitely can clear my mind. I mean, I like walking in general, but I'm glad I have a treadmill so I can just hop on it when I want to, think about things, clear my brain.
My prediction is that the first thing to go on me is going to be my right hip and my right knee because I used to jump off my house all the time. I wanted to be a stuntman when I was a kid. So I'd like film myself jumping off the roof and stuff like this. And now every time I move my like right knee, it's all crunch, crunch. And then whenever I'm walking, my right hip's kind of like Rice Krispies.
Yeah.
Snap, crackle, pop.
I don't do like, Rocky does like the cracks. Mine's like pop, pop. Like my ankles crack a lot. Why are we talking about this?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
What else are we going to talk about? We're getting older, Kimball.
Our ailments.
I'm about to turn 42.
Yeah. You look good for 42.
Thanks. Going on 15.
Yeah, mentally.
I mean, legit. I was telling someone at work that, when you do the SATs and they have all the test questions and stuff like that, and they're like, or no, maybe it wasn't even that. Maybe it's when they're testing like IQ in schools. Like, remember when they did that in the 3rd grade?
Mine was like in the 5th grade, I believe.
Whatever it was. I remember very specifically a moment when I was answering some question. I could feel my brain was like, "You've hit the end of the road. This is it for you." No more questions after this will make sense. And sure enough, I was like, my brain could not comprehend.
I remember doing that, and I got a really high score, and I was like...
I have no doubt.
Well, and it was confused, because I'm not, like, the brightest bulb in the box.
Okay.
Let's be honest.
That's not true at all.
Maybe it's just when I'm with other people. Like, I don't think clearly.
It's because you have panic.
Yeah, I do panic a lot. Like...
Others panic. Like when you were using the outdoor urinal and in Amsterdam and the guy with the bike started walking right towards you, I was waiting for you to be like, ah! But like internally, not externally.
I silent screamed.
Well, that's good. I included that in the episode, so.
Yeah, I just... Wait, is that one coming out?
Yeah, I'm editing it right now.
Oh. Oh my god.
Catherine's all, arthritis, guys, hits in the 40s. That's when everything starts falling apart.
No!
We have to stay active, Kimball.
I do have NAG pills, which are really helpful for my joints. Because I used to get a really stiff hip. Like if I would sit too long, or if I would walk like a long distance and then chill, my hips would get really stiff. That went away, so I might keep taking those.
I definitely know the foods that give me inflammation now.
Oh god, everything.
So, if I really want to be kind to my body, I should just avoid those, but...
Sometimes you just can't. You gotta eat that Cadbury
Sometimes
egg.
I'm just going to have that scone and that giant egg biscuit thing with, 2 things of butter.
Thanks, Gales. That was tasty. I had a sour cherry and chocolate scone for breakfast with a latte, and I loved it. Not really.
I'm Kimmy.
Okay.
How are those trees going?
They're getting there.
Enjoying that?
Well, I am, but I feel like it's got to be...
What would be nice if you were in frame? Just a little bit. There you go.
I'm like, is everybody bored?
No!
Should Rocky do some cartwheels or something?
They're riveted with our conversation. I'm absolutely positive.
I realize, though, that when I'm coloring, I can talk more.
Well, that's good.
Because when I'm drawing and painting and all that, like, my brain is...
Okay, talk about the thing you did as a child that you feel guilty about. Go.
Yeah, I'm not going to put that on record.
Fine. Fine. Tell me about something you did as a kid that you were really proud of and made you think you were, like, top of the top.
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
Oh, my God.
Okay, you.
No, I'm awful at this. Thing that I did that was really.
I mean, I got artwork in the Boise Art Museum, but I don't know. Painted backdrops for my friend's not music group, dance academy. I don't know, dance school. I don't know what it was. I had to draw a saxophone player. That was not easy.
Do you remember how you felt when we first started dating, like going into school, like after we started dating and going to class and stuff like that? Were we out in school? I can't remember if we were out right away or if I was.
I was. You were not so much.
But were you out about us?
Just with our closest friends.
I just don't remember that time period.
Like Joelle, Terry, Casey, Nate, you know.
I remember I used to get jealous. We had summer school the first summer that we had started dating. And I had a class before Kimball and our friends. Anyway, they used to go over to our friend's house and watch Martha Stewart Living while I was in class. And I was always really jealous that I couldn't be watching Martha Stewart Living.
Those were the good old days.
And they'll still never know the joy that you guys
Eating ice cream.
experienced.
Eating ice cream, watching Martha. Good times.
Catherine says, is this going to be a 3-part? It would take me forever to do that. Intimidating.
Girl, right? Like, I think that's why I just never did these books, because there's so much. And I'm like, I don't want to do any off camera, but I mean, I could. But yeah, this might be like a 10-parter. The thing that's going to be difficult, though, is that, like, I mean, I could just do it again next week, but I usually, like, try to, do one coloring book 1 week, and then the next week do something original.
Right.
So I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we do coloring next week, or should we skip a week and do original? Oh, God. Made it so far, and then I went out of the lines.
You have failed.
Thank you, License to Drive. All right. This will actually go faster now because we're getting to the light parts. And basically, we're just burnishing.
Burnishing, guys. Burnishing.
Yeah. And then we can drag out this color just a little bit, because I do have another pink after this one. But then it's going to go into, like, the pale yellow.
The pillow.
Yes.
All right, what else do you want to talk about?
I don't know.
What do you guys want to talk about? Give us a topic. Shoot a topic out there. We'll talk about it.
Anything.
But I won't do that.
We're desperate.
Just imagine it being like the one topic Kimball won't talk about.
Is there a topic I want to talk? I'll talk about anything.
Trisha says, I think you should finish this off next week. Continuity.
All right.
Catherine says, I love the color combos and shading.
Thank you.
Amber's Corner says, coloring, dancing, whatever you want to do, just be here. Aww. We don't have a choice. No, just kidding. Sadie says, it doesn't matter what you do, I will watch. Not to be taken in a creepy way. I just imagine like the music, like the suspense music in the background.
It reminds me of, I don't remember what it's from. They're like, I like to watch.
You're all voyeurs out there.
I ain't mad about it. I feel like one time we should just pick up the phone and just go around our house and do like a house tour.
As long as the internet keeps up.
It'll just kind of get glitchy, probably by the stairs.
Well, we're going to film one for the vlog channel, so...
All right.
What was that? Is that my stomach or
that
yours?
Was my stomach literally just
It sounded
howled.
Like...
It was all...
It sounded like a dog whining or something in like the backyard or something.
Yeah, well.
Interesting.
It was all that lettuce.
Let us begin.
Why do I like salads so much? That's the real question.
I know, it's awful. How could this happen?
It's just weird. It was never a thing for me growing up. I was always like, okay, salad, whatever. But now I'm like, yes, salad. Nourish my body.
Sadie says, yes, house tour.
Yes, house tour. And it's kind of
Amber
weird.
says, I feel dirty now, thanks.
You're welcome. I wish that we had I wish we owned our home, because that would be a more accurate house tour, because there's a lot of things we are not allowed to do here.
Like exist.
Oh, God.
Oh, we did meet a really fun neighbor. He just moved into the place kind of kitty corner from us. Stuart. He's 82, and he used to live in Texas, in Houston, actually. I don't think Jen is here, but yeah. used to live in Texas, and then he moved back here, and he retired when he was 50, and his son's an actor, and he
He's
plays
also
the
an
piano and
artist.
paints, and doesn't really like politics and people that much,
My kind of guy.
and reading about pottery. So that's a little bit about Stuart. Got to do a little house tour while Kimball was inside, and I came back in, and Kimball's like, "What the hell just happened?"
I was like, who are you talking to?
I was like, "He complimented my plate that I was photographing on the cement outside."
Didn't he walk up and he's like, don't be alarmed?
Something, and I didn't hear him. And he's like, "Didn't you hear me?" And he was like shaking his cane at me, kind of. I was like,
Oh my god.
"I hear you now."
Ah, you. That's hilarious. I'm sorry, but if somebody comes up behind me and is like, don't be alarmed, that's the first thing I'm going to be.
Ah, I got a joke for you, Kimball. You ready? It's from
Okay.
Amber's Corner. Why do ducks have feathers?
I
Why do ducks have feathers?
don't know. Tell me why.
To cover their butt quacks.
Oh, that's funny.
And then Trisha says, "Sounds like our kind of neighbor."
Butt quack.
He's really cool though, and he said, well, he was trying to get internet worked out, and he was trying to allude like, "Hey, can I have your password?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, just try to figure it out with BT." So I didn't give it to him yet, but anyway, so
Well,
I told him to come around whenever.
Whenever you're here.
No, I said Kimball's
No,
always
no.
around.
No.
I did.
Well,
What are you're gonna not answer the door for an
you got that
82-year-old
right.
man?
You got that
It's
right.
Stuart, Kimball.
He's going to bang on the door with his cane.
And yeah, he's nice. Anyway,
Yeah, he's nice.
he was like, "I'm trying to get into watercolors, but it's more difficult." I was like, "Well, my husband." Well, it's funny because he was like, "I don't really talk to people too much," and he's like, "But I'm like," and eventually he's like, "I'm into music." I was like, "Oh, I'm a composer." He's like, "Oh, you are?" I was like, "Yeah, I used to play the piano." He's like, "Oh." He's like, "Well, yeah, and I like to do art." I was like, "My husband's an artist." He's like, "Oh." He's like, "Okay, well then come up," and he like showed me around his place or whatever, and you could tell he's probably doesn't do that very often, but the gays really wooed their way into his place, as we do.
I do love that the security guard likes us, but he doesn't really like anybody else.
At my work, our security guard is like very like to the books. You have to be on the register to come in. You better park the right way when you're in there. Don't drive too fast. You better not stop where you're not supposed to stop. But like ever since I've gotten here, I've been able to just bring Kimball to work with me, and he's never said anything about it. He always smiles and waves. We call him Thumbs Up Tony. He's great. He invited us to the Gentleman's Club, or not Gentleman's Club, but like the what's the club here? It's like for seniors basically. And I was like, "How
But
old
like
do you
a
think I
lot
am,
of
Tony?"
people, like I was looking at pictures, that they are all ages.
Yes, like 16 above, correct.
No, there was like a bunch of 20 and 30-year-olds.
That's because the pints are only like 2 something.
Oh, well, that's gross. So we're just adding in the cream color. I skipped out on the lightest pink. It was not necessary.
Tricia says, "I hope you explained the bin protocol to him." To Stuart.
Don't touch ours.
I told him it took us over a year to get our recycling bin, so, he seemed apathetic.
Is this yellow even showing up on camera?
Kind of.
Yeah, I don't want
I
to go.
think everyone can kind of see it. Amber's Corner says, "Gosh, that's looking pretty.
Oh, thank you.
The pink combo is really nice."
Thanks. I might have to bring the dark back in just to give it a little more depth, because it...
No, you could definitely tell. I
What?
think, right? Maybe it's because I'm wearing glasses, though.
What are we talking about?
The yellow that you're doing.
I think it's probably easier to see once it's, like, in the trees, as opposed to, like, on the border where it's next to the white.
Right.
Right.
Elizabeth says, "Hi!"
Hi!
And welcome.
Just here coloring.
What are we talking about? God, Elizabeth got here. We ran out of things to talk about. Sorry, Elizabeth.
It's over.
It was so fun, and then we just ran out.
So if you've got a topic...
Yeah, throw us a topic. Elizabeth,
It's not that we're desperate.
don't leave us hanging here.
Okay. We live very full lives with lots of stuff to share, but not right now.
Our brains only have so much capacity to remember what's happened this week.
I know, I'm like... We went to the farm and got some groceries.
The lambs are at the farm.
Oh my god, it was so fun seeing all the
Lambs!
sheep. There were so many sheep, it was so fun. And I got to play with a dog named Molly. Oh my god, I was obsessed. She was so cute.
The sheep were eating, and they were doing that thing where their jaw goes side to side, just
Nom,
watching us
nom.
like they didn't give a crap that we were there.
It's like they were chewing on the cud.
And I was like, "Your narrow eyelids or eye slits creep me out.
Yeah, I didn't realize. I thought it was just goats that had eyes like that, but I didn't realize the sheeps were like that too.
I was like, are you looking into my soul?
Probably. But that was fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I was like petting the lady's dog, and she worked there, and it was like a farm dog, and she was like behind the counter, and he kept like tugging on the leash to come over and play
She
with
was
me.
trying to make coffees and like snacks for people.
She's like, I'm I'm gonna let go of the leash, and I grabbed it. She's like, yeah, you got this. I was like, thanks. This is my dog now. I was like, oh god, I miss doggies so much. Okay, yeah, we're gonna come back in and just add some nice hard shadows, just because they kind of got lost.
What are you coloring today, Kimball? Elizabeth wants to know. She's just started, so we need to flip it over again and show.
One moment, please.
No, now.
Okay. I don't know what that is. We are coloring Johanna Basford, Worlds of Wonder, a coloring book for the curious. I think my bracelets are marking up the page or something.
Oh no.
Whatever. Coming back in, adding just a bit of darkness.
Yeah, so we basically just got this coloring book today from Waterstones, and Kimball's going to color the tree today, because, it takes forever to color. And then we're thinking about finishing it next week, possibly.
Oh, well, working on it some more next week. Look, I don't like where that direction went. I got a little too messy looking.
That's cray-cray. Calm that down. Better calm right down, shady tree. That really helped that set apart in the front.
Well, I find if you put a dark shadow right in front of a highlight, it helps create depth.
Drama.
Although it's very precise, and I don't want it that precise. So like this tree, we can kind of create, and then we'll just blend up from that line that I drew.
Elizabeth says, I've been wanting to get that one for a while.
I mean, I was scared to get it because it's intimidating to me for some reason. But so far, so good. I mean, page 1, but having fun. Well, not really page 1, but first page of my coloring in it.
Trisha says it looked like fluffy, not fleshy, fluffy marshmallows. Yum!
Mmm.
And then Amber says, why did the fish blush? Why did the fish blush, Kimball?
I don't know. Why did the fish
Because
blush?
it saw the ocean's bottom.
Why does any kind of butt humor make me laugh?
Blue Ferret says, fleshy marshmallows.
Oh my god, gross.
The best kind. Full of sugar and fleshy. Great, now I want pancakes,
No,
waffles,
you
something.
You don't need those.
I don't.
No.
Why?
I don't know.
I have to keep eating.
That is true.
Here, I'm going to use the little hair thing, like one of these things on you guys. I want to
Oh
see what
my
it
God,
sounds
I
like.
love
Here we go.
those.
Ready? I'm sure that sounds great.
Sounds really good on our side. Wow, you know you're hurting for content when you're putting a little hanger majig on the microphone.
I'm not getting any suggestions. Amber says, let's make crepes.
Oh, yum. I mean, it's a little extra.
Blue Ferret says, my eye! And Amber says, my eye too. Surprised it wasn't my ears. It's an ASMR channel where we poke you in the eye, guys. Yum, yum. And Sadie says, what on earth? LOL. Anything fun and dramatic and exciting and happy and sad happened to you guys this week?
Well, that's a lot.
Pick one. Anda says, the tree looks amazing.
Thanks. Let's hope that we don't screw it up.
Here, take a sip of your coffee. Let's find out.
Oh my god. Remember
Just
that
do
time?
it with your pinkies, though.
Remember that time I was like, look at my cup, and I dumped coffee all over my art page? That was fun.
Vaguely.
Alright. Well, it was on the opposite page, so it didn't really matter. So maybe I'll just go browns for the tree. But we'll do like really dark brown and have it fade up. Or maybe I'll do like...
What if it was turquoise?
I don't want to do that because I feel like I'm going to have blue in the castle or on these vines or something. And that's way too close to the trees that I colored in Briar Hollow.
Right. Hey, have you done collage? Is it called collage, not college? Collage.
I mean, I am terrible at it, and I don't fully enjoy it because I'm terrible at it. But yes.
So you get a lot of fulfillment out of it and want to keep doing it? Is that what you're telling me?
No, I don't think you're I don't think you're hearing me. So the question is, do I want kind of stripes of brown colors? So like tans, dark browns, medium browns, all the way up the tree. Or do we want to have it dark and gradate to light?
Catherine says, I'm wondering what background color you'll do.
White.
Answer received, Catherine.
I mean, if anything, if I'm going to do the background, it's probably just going to be a watercolor. Because that is like too much.
Well, Blue Fairy says turquoise. And then Sadie says, yesterday my son and I did our annual trip to the Mineral and Fossil Show. Fun!
So I'm just going to do what I want.
Mineral and Fossil Show, Kimball.
Mineral and Fossil Show.
Are you into minerals and fossils?
No.
Not at all? You're not into like rocks and geology and Earth's history? And
I like sparkly rocks.
Amateur. Amber says dark to light.
Well, I've already decided on stripes, so...
So you're out.
Your
opinions don't matter to people.
I can still do dark to light. I'm just not going to do a total gradation. It'll be like a darker stripes, and they'll get lighter as they go up.
Catherine says, yeah, tough choice.
What?
Maybe the white? I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah. No. All right, what do we have here? Dark brown versus sepia. Sepia's out.
You're out, sepia.
Dark brown, possibly.
Is that different?
That's like it looks almost a gray. That's a little bit warmer.
It looks like you took a piece of charcoal out of the fire and went...
So this one is much warmer. I'm just deciding on how dark I want the darkest to be. Yeah, I can probably use both of those. We've got sandbar brown. Nope.
Sandbar's out.
Leans a little green.
Look
Sienna.
at me, I'm sandbar green.
Sienna works. Really?
It just came to mind.
Burnt ochre can work.
Catherine says, I love rocks. I have loads of crystals.
Umber.
Kimball likes rocks too. That's why I'm surprised you're not.
Light umber. So, you know what?
He's listening. He's totally into it.
I've got a lot going on right now.
Yeah.
The burnt ochre is pretty, but it's very different from all the other colors. And I don't know if I want that. This color, light umber, looked a little too green too. So we're going to plop those away.
Blue Ferret says, Sherelle says, hi guys. She's visiting this week.
Oh, hello and hi.
Hi, Cheryl. Sherelle.
Hi, Sherelle.
It's been a while. So wait, what are you doing now?
Losing my mind. I'm going to try and find a creamy color. These are all very dark. There's no lights in there. So, beige. That might be good for a shading color.
What did you do?
Live my best life. Eggshell. I like eggshell. Do I like it better? No, they'll both work. They can both play.
Amber's Corner says, do you like Tim Holtz stuff? Like his die cuts and making little art projects?
Yes and no. I like his stuff. Like what people do with his stuff. I personally don't like creating with that kind of stuff, but I really like...
Say stuff again.
The distressed...
Stuff.
Trying to find an example, but... Oh.
I thought you were going to say stuff it.
Like, I have these. I have all 3 of the original packs. I'm not going to buy the 3 next packs because they look too similar in color. Even those ones have a lot of colors that look really similar, so I just can't see myself buying them, but...
Kibble has enough art supplies to last him until,
That's not the point.
He is in his next 3 lifetimes.
That's way too gray. All right, where are, like... It's like I feel like I have dark browns and very pale browns, but nothing, like, in the middle, so I'm just going to have to, like, go light-handed on it and make it work.
You know what this means.
Gotta go shopping. Let's get down to business. Where is my pencil sharpener?
Amber's Corner says living our lives.
To the fullest.
LOL. Living our lives. That's what it means. Amber's Corner says, OMG, the new packs are amazing. You gotta get the new ones.
If you want to buy them for me, then I will get
You,
them.
me, too, Kibble.
I don't got the money to just keep buying, because I don't use them that often.
Oh, okay.
If I used them all the time, then I would probably be more for it.
Wait, I want to know if there's a little bell on this,
Ring
elephant.
that bell.
It's this little bell right here. We're gonna see if it actually makes a sound for you guys. Ready?
I would think so.
That's just kind of like, it's not really making, the bell's not making a sound though, it's just the actual
Were you
bell.
expecting a church bell?
Ah!
It's all gong.
I expected something!
And that's what you got. A little something something. Alright.
Handcrafted. I don't want your little tag on my thing anymore. Get off.
Oh my god, it's been an hour.
I know, and like, where are you now?
Jesus
You're on a tree.
Christ.
You're on a tree.
To Manelli. So this is dark brown. I just have to keep things in order. Chocolate. Okay. Yum. Chocolate. Is this... That looked like it was loose. It scared me a little bit. And then we've got the sienna brown. And then I'm going to have to use those and blend into these colors. That just seems like... I mean, I could do it, I'm sure.
Elizabeth says, what about gold with the browns?
An eggshell.
You could do some gold with the browns.
Like, how do you mean?
I don't know. Gold with the browns. And then Trisha says, oh, I just remembered. Have you used the chunky Lyra pencils yet? The ones from Amsterdam.
I have not. You know, we should do that. I'm using the Lyra.
Wait, is that the episode that just went out?
Beats me.
Where we talk about it? Has to be.
Maybe.
It has to be.
Living the dream.
Yeah, we went to the Jordan neighborhood. Not the Jordan neighborhood, but the Jordan neighborhood.
Yeah, Jordan. So I'm going to do dark brown on the bottom. Make sure we're actually in the camera.
You're there.
I can't believe it's already been an hour.
Catherine says, an hour I should have been doing laundry, but this is more fun.
Well, that's good. I did laundry. I did like... Ugh, I don't even know.
Laundry.
I did way too much laundry because we changed the bedding and I do lots of stuff with the bedding. So it was like, you know, I have seasonal bedding.
I thought you were going to say depression.
No, thank God.
Kimball has not just seasonal bedding, he has monthly bedding. So we have enough bedding to change it out whenever we want. There's so many combos we can do, but we still need to go get some more.
Well, it's the easiest way to totally change up the look of your room without spending too much money.
God, Kimball's decorating tips.
Well, as a child, I would rearrange my room constantly. Can't really do that as an adult. So...
Because the furniture weighs more?
Yeah.
And it's not just a mattress sitting on the ground?
Well, I had an actual bed.
Did you? Not when I knew you.
Yeah, you did.
You had a mattress on the ground.
No, I had a futon. I had a bed.
That too.
I had a bed, and then I got a futon.
Oh, I remember that. Weren't you thinking at one point of getting one of those big, like, circular things with the big cushion on it?
Yeah.
The wicker ones? You know what I'm talking about.
Because Kristen was like, if you buy it, I get a commission.
But then, like, that would have been the most uncomfortable thing to sleep in.
Right. Also, it was just very big.
Pier 1 Imports. Is that still around? Pier 1 Imports.
I think they went online only.
Oh. Toys R Us. Pier 1. What's next?
So I need to remember, like, light is coming from the left. So if Rocky would just, like, shut up so I could really concentrate.
Shut up, Rocky.
No, I'm just kidding. It's not your fault.
Shut up.
I just know it's not mine.
I want to make an oat flour waffle.
So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to lay in the colors for these, and then we'll call it good for today.
Okay.
So now we're going to go to the next dark color, because I don't want to keep everyone on here forever to watch me color a tree. So I'll save that little treat for next week.
Catherine says, okay, the house tour needs to happen. I'm still envisioning your U.S. house.
Oh, yeah.
Blue Ferret says, the stores of the 90s are leaving us. No!
Yeah.
I don't know what happens once I unplug the audio, by the way. So I guess we could carry... You know what we could do? You could carry on the microphone like it's an actual microphone. And it can just be trailing to the camera.
We could... I mean, I think... Well, yeah, I don't know. Actually, it may not switch back over to the phone.
But y'all, we're going to do an actual vlog about it where we go through and like talk about everything.
Yeah, I did say forever ago I was going to do one for just the art room.
Well,
someday.
We could do that. That depends on how long you take here.
Well, I'm not going to do it tonight because this is...
You heard him. Not tonight. Amber's like, you sound hungry, Rocky. Well, it's because I ate pasta and, you know, a smoothie, and that wasn't enough for me, apparently.
Well, there's not a lot of staying power with carbs.
But also, I probably won't eat until dinner tomorrow, so I just want to have something now.
Yeah.
Because I get in, like, work mode, and I'm like, lunch, that's like, that takes me away from what I need to do, so no.
See, I'm all like, is it lunchtime yet? I don't care what I'm doing.
I really don't get hungry.
I don't either. I just like to eat.
That's not true. If I'm not doing anything, I get hungry. But if I'm, like, busy, I just don't even think about it.
Yeah, if I'm busy, I don't actually think about it. I don't eat, but I just have so much time to sit and think about how hungry I am.
It's because growing up, I was always taught, like, you need to eat to keep up your strength. And I'm like, that's not actually true.
Yeah. I was taught the same thing.
I mean, it sounds logical, but, like, in a lot of ways, it's not really logical. Like, based on how the anatomy of our bodies works, but...
All right. So now I think... I want to figure out...
Blue Ferret says, that was literally my tone and cadence you just channeled. Which one? I find myself jumping back and forth.
I just want to get some fun stripes on this tree. But I also need to keep in mind like how it's gyrating around.
Gyrating, Kimball.
It's got like some movement to it, if you will.
If it's gyrating and those little castles up in those limbs are probably not enjoying that.
Okay, well, it's moving around. Like, there's a lot of movement to the tree.
They can't keep painting straight in there.
Yeah. I'm going to have to, like, write down the colors that I used for these different sections. So we're going to... Okay, I'm going to take this up one more. Because it's easier to follow the line of the tree. What?
I was just thinking about a funny memory.
Which one?
Related to Nomi. Oh, you know, I went to movies with our friend, and he had Mountain Dew for the first time, and he was Mormon and hadn't really had that much caffeine before, and then he started hallucinating and thought O.J. Simpson was chasing him, so he went out and, like, laid down in the mud puddle in the back of the movie theater, and we didn't know where he went, and my dad thought I was giving him drugs. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun. Memories!
Not childhood.
You guys all have stories like that, right?
All right, coming in. I'm not going to remember these colors. We're just going to make it up later.
Trisha says, I'm seeing Knight with a little face holding up a forest.
Knight holding up a forest? What?
I'm seeing Knight with a little face. There's like a knight with a little face holding up. I'm trying to see it. I'm seeing a knight with a little face holding up a forest.
I'm adding a little yellow just to differentiate these colors a little bit.
Leslie says, morning everyone, how do you choose colors for the foliage, for the different pinks? How did you do that?
Girl, I just made it up. I was like, pinks, and I knew the lighting was coming in, and I wanted it to be kind of sunrise, but not like super sunrise, so it's like orange, so we just went like a golden...
He pulled it out of his butt, is what he's trying to tell you, Leslie.
Yep.
He pulled it out his butt.
But it sounded good.
And he put it on a piece of paper by Wheaton Agents for Worldwide Moving. We move your life. Do you? Easy moving.
They've moved us before.
Leslie says it's 7 a.m. here in Melbourne. Question mark?
No, it is not that here. It is 8:08.
The doors are looking at you.
Which doors? All of them?
Leslie says, I'm still half asleep, but glad to be here. Grab that coffee, Leslie.
I mean, we're about to go, but, you know.
Way to go, Kimball.
What?
You just ruined Leslie's whole morning. She was like, I'm waking up early so I can watch Kimball.
The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
Leslie, are you doing anything fun today? Wait, is it Monday where you're at right now? Are you living in the future?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
How is it over there?
The world's still here. Leslie says, I'm on it, Rocky. How do you do your coffee, Leslie? Are you doing like cream in there? Just like a little sugar? Are you doing full latte? Do you have one of those like milk frothers? What's the situation?
That's definitely me, the Nespresso frother.
Kimball's living his best life right now, just so you guys know. You better not take that for granted. You're gonna just look back on the days and relish in what you had.
Relish.
Yes, Monday. I'm off to college in about an hour.
Ooh.
What course are we taking? How many classes? Are there any cute teachers? We need details, Leslie.
All the deets.
It's a live stream, not a wake.
Wow. You been holding on to that one, or?
No. But there is like a, bowel movement I've been holding on to. So
Oh my.
just wrap this up, Kimball. Any moment. I'm just kidding.
That's like your third one today.
I know. It's been an interesting day, guys. I was like, was it the potatoes? I don't know. My body's like, this isn't from Idaho. Spit it out. Leslie says, I wish I had a coffee machine. It's coffee bags with a dash of milk. Okay, got it.
I mean, I did live a very long time on just having, that dead dehydrated coffee, which I actually love. Instant coffee.
Instant.
Instant.
If they branded it dead dehydrated coffee, I would totally buy it still.
Just so you could tell everyone I had a cup full of dead dehydrated this morning.
Can you imagine if there was a brand that actually did that, it would sell out.
Probably.
Dead, dehydrated, lifeless, nutrient-free. Oh my god.
All right, and I just...
At least they'd be honest.
Add a little yellow to some of them. Yeah, we'll pretend like that's connected.
Or if it was like coffee made in a Ron Popeil food dehydrator.
Oh my god.
Anyway, Leslie's doing an IT class. That's exciting. Programming?
Oh, that.
Or is it like, I'm very curious what IT means nowadays. What does it mean, Leslie?
All right, I think we're going to call it good for now.
Oh, God.
Keeping all these colors out, keeping those colors out for next week.
I think you chose really pretty colors, though. Oh, that was not me.
Just going to sip my coffee. I'm innocent.
Add some more. Catherine says, well, there is Death Wish coffee.
Oh, well, that sounds awful. Speaking of Death Wish, remember the time you had that really hot sauce?
Let's just go ahead and unclip the what is this called?
The phone.
The phone. Oh, God, I almost dropped it.
Don't drop your phone.
I wasn't ready for you to undo it. I was just, telling you to do it without wanting you to. Certified III in IT, just computers and cybersecurity.
Sounds like nothing.
Don't say just.
I don't understand that.
Don't say just. Well, that's it.
Well, we're done here.
Kimball, I guess you can hold it up. Have you ever done a thing where you haven't finished it?
No, this is new. I knew... You guys, glasses are down here. I had to mentally prep myself, telling myself I know I'm not going to finish this piece today. You know how hard that was for me? Like...
Show me with your eyes.
Leaving a piece unfinished feels very weird.
Yeah.
So this will just stay here.
Turbulent times.
All week long. I mean, I will be tempted to color this. I will not. Maybe I'll color like a little twig. Just one of the branches.
And every time he walks by the room, he's going to look back at it over the door, and this is the look he's going to have in his eyes.
I don't... Are we...
No, you're supposed to be like, dun, dun, dun. Like that. Perfect. Okay, great. Wait, do it again.
Oh my God.
Ready, one more time and go.
Dun, dun.
Okay, great, okay.
You're welcome. The things I do for my loved ones.
AKA yourself.
Well, I'm sure everyone's clicked off by now. So...
No, they're still here. They're just waiting for you to figure out. They're like, the best part of this episode is how you're gonna end it.
We're just gonna have our goodbyes. It feels very weird leaving it unfinished. I mean,
It's practically done. Look at that.
I feel like I barely even started, but now I get it when I watch other people do coloring pages, and I'm like, you worked on that for 4 hours, and you're not even halfway done. I don't know why coloring pages take me so long. All right, I'm gonna go. Thank you for hanging out with us. I know it wasn't like the most thrilling, but we're gonna get there. We're getting it done. It's treetops, okay? It's pink. We love it, with a hint of yellow. And we'll be bringing in the browns, the textures, the glows, the globs, the ahs.
Would you live there?
No.
Would you? I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to all the old ladies and skinks, okay? Or what are we? Old broads, whatever. Okay, whatever they said they wanted to be called. If you're new to
the one person, and then you're like, all of you are broads.
Well, whatever. Even the men that are joining.
Welcome. All right, so we are going to go so Rocky can have his waffle. I'm going to probably watch Live It Like Lauren because I already watched Positano Diaries. And I just finished Boat Full of Lemons. I don't know if I told you guys that already. I was reading it. I know I told you that. Finished it, liked it. Wish it was a little bit longer, but it's fine.
Every time you're doing anything with your hands, I picture all the sound effects from our blog.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah, I like hear it all. I wish I could just make them happen as fast
The
as
little
I
world
think
you
them.
live in.
Well, whatever. Now it's the world that hundreds of people live in.
Yay. All right, so we will see you next week when we continue coloring the tree in Johanna Basford's World of Wonders coloring book.
Way to go, Joanna. You're really driving him crazy.
Oh, God. You know, I think the next coloring project will be something from this one. Because
like open a page real quick. Can we just see?
Because little victories.
You're gonna do like this for Alive.
Yeah, because it looks simple, and I'll spend a whole hour on that sucker.
Do you think so?
No.
Just the mailbox.
But yeah.
How can you just color a cupcake?
I tell ya.
Leslie says, "Have a good night."
She's like, "I'm out. You guys, shut up."
She's all, "I'm studying IT." Okay.
Okay.
Great.
Well, thank you for hanging out with us. Much appreciated.
You already did that. You're already done with that. What else?
Bye.
Okay. Sign off song.
Oh, whatever.
You got this, Kimball. Go ahead.
It's pink, fleshy, treetop marshmallow things. We love them yummy 'cause he's my queen.